due to x?
Yeah, so that's exactly. You gotta ask that question. What is the last thing that's being done to the x?
There's 2.
Exactly. There's 2. Right? The last thing that's being done to this x is a 3. The last thing done to this 2x is 5. Afterwards, what do you have to do to the 2 things? Multiply. So the last thing that's being done is the multiplication.
Okay.
So the first thing we have to do is product rule. Right? That makes sense, right? Everything's backwards. So you actually have to do it. I'm not gonna do it, I'm just gonna write it out. This is what you have to differentiate first. And then you have to differentiate this. Like that. Alright. This is gonna be this. Here, when you differentiate, what's the last thing that's being done? In here only. Right, so you gotta do this. 3 bracket squared x squared plus 3. Now, do you see I have a huge bracket here, right? So it's gotta be all done within that bracket. So we gotta chain it by the derivative of x squared plus 3. Okay, it has to stay within. This derivative has to equal to everything that's inside in here. And this one here, this first. So you get 5x minus 2, 4. But you still have to chain it by this. If you chain it by that, you get 5. The derivative of 5x minus 2 is 5. So I just left it. We're about to differentiate that. Final step, take care of this. This will be 2x. So you're going to get, combined with this, you get 6x. Differentiate that, you get 5. So I'm going to put the 5 at the front. There's another 5 here, so it's going to become 25. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to stop there.